Well, we had a nice night, and I gave her a kiss goodnight, and she's a beautiful woman, and that
Oh,
was the end of it.
are you gonna see her again?
I hope so.
Me too, for you. But she was laughing about when you mentioned Drake.
Yeah, I said I was like thinking about like canceling on you and saying sorry, I can't do this date. I told my friends that you put Drake in the profile. They said do not go on the date with her.
What did she say?
She kind of laughed,
Oh, that's good.
but she nicknamed her dog Drizzy, so apparently she's, you know,
That's okay. That's forgivable.
oh.
Have you thought about like hiding your social media? Like you know these women, like I know you get more ass than a toilet seat. But like any woman that sees your social media and all these streams, like they're gonna be creeped out. You know that.
Hmm. Yeah, but that's the thing.
Well,
It's like nobody's going to come across it because nobody wants to come across it, and the algorithm doesn't want anybody to see it. The only way they can see it is through my fucking telephone number. If they don't know my telephone number, it's like they
oh
live
really?
in a
You make
vacuum.
everything private?
No, it's all connected to my fucking telephone number. Don't you know how shit works, you fucking idiot?
War crime. What is that?
Well, it depends on how you slice it. I mean,
Wait, but the ICJ said you did war crimes.
Yeah, and there's nothing wrong with that.
it seems like there's maybe the use of human shields.
This
to
is
some of these
this is
booby-trapped
Randy fucking trolling like a
items. It's hard to
bitch.
say whether those reports
Oh,
are
how
credible
did
or
the
not. But
60,000 Palestinian
those
die?
seem relatively
How
credible.
did Hind Rajab die? How did
But,
the 6-year-old
but the
Palestinian die?
Hamas
Wasn't
is
she
doing
shot?
substantial war
Wait,
crimes.
wait.
Hamas's
What
whole
about
strategy
all
is
the
one war crime
journalists who
after
were
another.
sniped? What about the doctors who were sniped? What about these people? They were sniped. It wasn't a bomb.
My argument
Well,
is
it's
that
hard to
there's
say if they were
nothing
really
called a war
doctors or
crime. That's not a
soldiers,
thing.
Prince. There's
It's
every
hard to
reason
say.
to
We're
believe
all
that they were
terrorists.
soldiers,
Yes, we're
not
all
doctors.
terrorists. We all deserve to die. Yes, you're right. Yes.
Well, I
yes.
mean, when you're in a battle zone
Yes,
and
When you're
one
in a
side
battle
is
zone,
refusing
kill
to
all
wear
children.
uniforms,
When you're in a battle zone, sir, kill 18,000 Palestinian children. Yes,
well,
sir.
that's what
I
you do
agree.
in battle zones,
Well
Prince,
done.
is you kill
Well
people.
done.
That's
Yes.
what
Yes.
happens
And
there.
if the shoe was on the other foot, you'd be
Vamos.
weeping and crying now like a little
Guys,
kid.
can we focus on the future and message of a healthy
Well,
future?
the shoe has
I'm
been on the other
disappointed.
foot, so I mean,
You've been crying like a little kid.
We're not friends anymore.
but
You've
it
been
wasn't.
shot.
Every circumstance is
And yeah,
different.
stop with the stupid comments. Meet up. You've been
Shut
crying.
up, man,
You've been
Prince.
crying like a little bitch over 2 Jewish babies who were killed by your own fucking people. You dumb fuck.
But both sides
It's
have
crazy.
they found which war crimes they're willing
Yeah,
to
but
do.
those babies were innocent. The Palestinian babies.
But I don't think the IDF would do big mass war crimes like, say, like driving millions of people over the border into Egypt or something like that.
Hello.
And
No,
it would
it
be
never
very
happened.
difficult.
Wait, because it never happened. It didn't happen in 48. No. It's a lie. They didn't drive
Well,
700,000
this ain't
Palestinians
48.
outside of their land.
In 48, people
So you
mostly
admit to ethnic-
evacuated. Not
you
that
admit
many
to
were
ethnic
driven
cleansing.
out.
So are you admitting to ethnic cleansing in 1948, sir?
No,
Thank
the
you.
result was ethnic cleansing.
That's progress. That's progress.
Hello, everyone.
So what? I mean, 48's a long
Hi,
time ago.
Daniel.
A lot of shit has happened in the meantime.
You guys are still living past. You're wasting time.
But they tried the general's plan.
What about the future?
They activated the general's plan when the war was still happening, and the numbers that came out that there was about 400,000 people left in Gaza City and Jabalia, whatever, up in the north section. And they activated the general's plan, and they tried to force the civilians down to the south.
No, why
but
are
they-
we stuck in the past? Why are we
But
stuck
they were only able to get about 50,000 of the
Yeah.
400,000, which is 1/8.
Okay, but why are we
So
stuck?
7 out of every 8 people were still remaining there, and that was after the operation had been going on for over 2 months.
Okay, but why are you stuck in the past?
And then all those people went back when the ceasefire happened. Well, because Rabbi, I'm trying to assess.
Yeah, but we
I'm
want
trying to
look
come
at
up
the
with
future.
accurate assessments about what's possible and what might happen in
Yeah,
the
but,
future.
but you can't assess what's. Okay, then let's talk about the future. That's what
Yeah, I
doesn't
mean-
matter what happened. in the past?
Well, no, because the future is often repeats the past, especially when it comes to military stuff. These things have kind of a pattern to them. I mean, the world's seen a lot of wars.
No, but you're saying because
we have a lot of data. And when things happen, they make plans, and then the plans don't work out. Well, now we have a data point.
Crazy. Okay.
And they're like, okay, now we're going to restart this plan, but it's going to be only bigger. So it's like, well, why is it going to work this time?
You're still stuck in the past.
Well, I mean, these things have been attempted. I mean, the plan's the same. That's the problem. The plans are from the past without substantial changes.
Now, the only thing that exists is now.
Okay, but it's the same problems as before.
Oh my God! It's
and the same concept of solution, which
we're
didn't
gonna have
work
a Trump
before.
Tower. There's the Riviera project. We're gonna have another good thing.
That's right. 18 holes ago.
But that's the one potential outcome. That's like a scenario. What would be required to achieve that scenario? Are we on that path? No.
You had more than 2 years to finish that.
But that's not really the path that we're on today.
Yes, it is.
We're on a path much more like the previous wars.
No,
where Hamas remains in power.
No. We have to get Hamas.
They're underestimated and appeased.
Yeah.
And they're allowed to exist.
Just keeps going. We have to get rid of Hamas. And to get rid of Hamas, it just so happens that we have to get rid of all the children. And there's nothing wrong with that. But this is what's necessary.
Well, I'm not a person who cry about civilian casualties. Palestinians are psychopaths. Fuck them and their children.
Exactly. Fuck them.
But will that actually happen?
No.
2 million of people is a lot of people. I don't think the IDF is
What you
willing
gonna do
to
now,
murder
Danny?
them all.
I got a mod.
You know, in the last time when there was the heavy bombing, it was only like 30,000 casualties or something.
Yeah, and that's
a lot.
We need to put your ass over there. Get your
But the problem is, if Israel committed serious war crimes in public, there would be backlash to that. They'd never be an acceptable ally to most of the world. There would be all kinds of backlash.
But Mike,
People
you're
might
just
enter
talking
the
to
war against
yourself. I
Israel.
told you, you're focusing on the only thing that exists is now.
Okay, but
That's it, now.
Hamas is in charge now. They're basically winning because their strategic goals have been accomplished. They got another disproportionate prisoner deal.
He's still thinking about the past.
What's happening right now is Hamas got their prisoners out, and they're still in control of Gaza. They don't care about death and destruction. That's good for them.
Okay, so Mike.
What?
Now.
I mean, people just don't understand how Hamas's strategy works. Because people aren't cynical
It's
enough.
just boring. To be stuck in the past is boring. Let's focus about the now.
The whole region is stuck in the past. That's the whole point of it.
But I'm stuck in the future. I'm stuck for the now.
But you'll never get there, though, because it's just your imagination.
No, it's not. I'm actually a shareholder, and we're going to build the biggest damn Mar-a-Lago we've ever seen.
I mean, but just don't take off your VR helmet.
You're not gonna build nothing but a sandcastle and be a dummy.
No, we're gonna build the biggest Mar-a-Lago. It's gonna be like nothing you've ever seen in your entire damn life.
We've already seen it.
I mean,
the real French Riviera.
I want to see what the IDF can do. I
We've
want to
seen
see
it
what
already.
the plan is to smash Hamas, but my suspicion is that it won't work.
Even castles made of sand fall in the sea eventually, you know?
The rabbi's chosen, so he's gonna part the Red Sea.
I mean, one of Israel's biggest
No
problems
water
is
shall
that
destroy the
it
sandcastle.
can't generate any allies.
I mean, it's a very good
Regions
deal.
that are
You
willing
guys
to
are
do
retarded
anything.
if you don't look. The Israelis had to fight. They had to spend money. They had to die so that we have the opportunity to make money. I don't know why you guys think that's a bad thing. I don't understand why you think it's a bad
No,
thing.
that's great. If you're cashing
Exactly.
in, then more power
I
to
don't
you.
care about, I don't care about the Palestinian kids. I don't care about your soldiers. What I care about is my bank account and the number I see. That's it.
Well, that's what the Palestinians care about. I mean, Palestinians is just a giant grifting machine.
It just so happens that that's where my care begins and that's where it ends.
But the problem is, instead of just letting their leaders live high on the hog and
I don't care,
not have so many problems,
but I don't care.
people in Gaza take it too seriously and go like
But
slaughter
I
people.
don't care. I don't care.
That is right.
I have targets that I need to meet. I have targets, dude.
I don't really care either.
Well,
It's
in
just
5 years,
interesting.
where do you want to see yourself? I want to grow my network.
That's right.
Exactly. I don't have time.
How
to
could you
wait.
grow something that you don't? That doesn't even exist. It doesn't even exist.
Huh?
How are you growing something that doesn't exist? You don't even have in the first place.
I don't have time.
What are you talking about? Exactly. You're
I
confusing
have no
me.
clue what you're talking about. What I'm telling you is that we need to focus on the future. You need to set a goal and then strategize to achieve that goal. Now, thanks to the great state of Israel, I'm able to do it. at their expense.
You're broke. He's saying you're broke. You have no net worth. I agree with him.
Well, okay, fine. Okay, I'm broke, but you have the opportunity to make money out of it. Instead of bitching about dead babies that you don't care about, how about you start
Hold
making
on,
money?
hold on.
That's
You
right.
guys are the ones bitching about babies.
Motherfucker, I don't care about no dead babies.
You don't care about the 2 Israeli dead babies?
No, fuck up.
Oh, okay.
I told you, I care about the cash flow.
So then why are you worried
That's
about
right.
Israel? The cash flow's in America, baby. Forget about Israel.
The problem with about this baby's resistance is it makes you look bad.
Oh, we just loaned out money through there.
I mean, it's hard to beat a victimhood narrative when you've got 2 cute little babies that were choked out by terrorists.
They were actually choked out by the smoke of the bombs. that
You
Israel
guys are
threw.
acting like you care.
Yeah, but I mean,
Do you
well,
care about the babies?
these are great
Do you care
victims
about
when
the
you need to
Israeli
parade
babies?
victims to the world.
But do you actually care?
I disagree. They didn't parade them. They just had a ceremony for them.
Do you know these babies? Neither of you care about the babies. So
Oh,
why
me
do you
no,
care?
I do care about the babies. Them babies should have not died.
Then why didn't you go do jihad?
They should not have been no jihad. There should never been no bombs. That's the point.
Why didn't
No jihad, no bombs.
If I cared about it, I would pick up a gun and I would go fight.
But you're scared to fight. You're Israeli. Why are you not over there now?
I don't care enough to fight. I don't care.
Well, you don't care. Then you have to shut your mouth.
No, I have to make money.
So
If
go
you
make the money. The stock market is still open after dark. Go make your money.
You made money. You
Go sell some falafels. Like, I mean, what do you want to do here?
Israeli. He's not Israeli.
But he is a rabbi.
I am a rabbi. That's right.
That's right.
That's right. But it doesn't
He's
matter.
not a rabbi and he's not an Israeli.
Yes, I am a rabbi. But it doesn't matter what you are or where you're from. It doesn't
Well, why
matter.
don't you give him the boot because he's
The
fucking
beauty
up
of the free
conversation.
markets is that everyone can make money. It doesn't matter what
Fucking
your
up the
color is.
conversation. Why don't you
The only thing that
drop
matters
him
is
to the
like
bottom?
funds you every year net income.
What's
Drop it to the bottom
What's
is
stopping you from
controversy.
buying BlackRock stock? What's stopping you from doing that?
That's right.
Keep pressing the button on this faggot.
That's right. Well, that's just what it is. So BlackRock destroys the city.
So,
and
Moderators, we get moderation.
Rabbi, so if you're not interested, maybe leave, because this is about something else, and you care about your money, maybe go to a different room.
No, I'm saying I'm
You
just
got a
like
button,
you.
Daniel.
So don't say, because
Don't
it's not
indulge
about
it,
you.
just fucking
The room is not about you.
It is not
So
about
we
me.
will move on now. We will move on.
I am just like you.
We don't care. You say, we got it.
I'm just
fucking
more
around.
Let's move
wasting
on.
time.
Let's move on. Let's move on.
I'm just more honest.
Well, give me
I
mine,
think
I'll do it.
I think he's rage baiting you guys.
Almost.
You know?
Almost.
Kick him.
Yeah.
Almost.
But kick the only honest guy.
Almost. Almost nod him. You should nod him. Yeah.
תראי, דני, ננסה למתוח את החבר'ה מה שאפשר.
So Rico said that we should all get these Nikes, you know, and that this comet is gonna come, and we should wear purple robe.
No, we should just all be more honest about our intentions.
Well, that's what Rico said.
What did I say?
Bro, that's the AI talk. Danny is an AI.
That's right.
They just
Yes,
don't
yeah.
want to be honest.
First generation AI.
They don't want anyone to be honest. That's what it is.
I know how AI sound.
I need to get a what's it called? Update.
That's much more interesting.
I'm glad we solved all the world's issues in Clubhouse.
Yeah, they think they're gonna solve, but that's the thing. You can't solve the issues. You can solve your issues, and they choose not. That's right.
I'm glad Trump stood up to him. That shows so much power, you know?
Man, kick this rabbi. He's a broke motherfucker. Yeah, man, yeah.
Y'all can't hate Trump. Showed that nigga who
Today Trump has proven to the world that he's anti-Semitic.
He proved to the world we the real boss, you heard me?
Yeah, man.
Nigga, you need us. We don't need you. Type shit.
You don't prove you're the boss by being weak.
Bro, that one
Face
week.
the danger.
Bro, that 1 week he had to tell him to chill out, bro. You don't need to be talking to the U.S. like that. You know what I mean?
That's beyond retarded.
Well, we paying the bills around here. Chill out. Know who runs it.
We're gonna build another Mar-a-Lago.
That's because the U.S. refused to follow up on its promises. The U.S. promised to defend Ukraine in earlier agreements, and then the U.S. lied.
Listen, try to look at it from Donald Trump. He's a businessman. And he wants Russia. Russia is the strongest.
Exactly.
And
Russia's
if
not
he
strong.
take
I wouldn't
Russia,
say they're the strongest, but yeah.
and if he take Russia, and as far as I understand, from my sadness, Bibi supported. Because Bibi was against Ukraine in the United
No,
Nations.
Israel is afraid of Russia, and Israel doesn't want to antagonize Russia.
United States, not from Russia, from Donald Trump. He controls Israel, man. Israel in his pocket.
Exactly, which is why the Mar-a-Lago in Gaza will happen.
So is he Russian?
That's right, and Bryson DeChambeau designed
It won't happen because one thing that even though Donald Trump is a great ally of the Israeli government and the people, one thing he will never turn his back on is the money.
Exactly.
And the Arabs have more money than the Israelis.
Yeah, but exactly. But the Saudis will be funding Jared Kushner's project.
It might be so, but without the Palestinians moving, that's the key. They won't go nowhere. They won't.
Yes, they will. So easy.
They'll go somewhere.
It's not so easy to start a war today. Even that Israel is much more stronger than the Palestinians. It's not so easy.
If the U.S. get involved, they go somewhere.
There will be a lot of demonstrations in Israel against war today.
Yeah, but that's
And
not a
Bibi
problem.
knows it. He is not a stupid. Not a problem that roads will be get closed. That I don't know
No, but
how much more violence the families that have hostages in Gaza, what they will do. They are very powerful. They are very powerful among the people.
After it
And
happens,
it's not so easy to start a war, even not for Bibi, the most Zionist to want to start a war right now, because it serves his personally coalition.
yes.
If there will be peace, the coalition fall down, there is voting in Israel. This is sure for everybody.
Okay,
So
but
Bibi
after
will
we do it,
find any way to start the war. I hope Hamas won't give him a reason to start the war.
but after we do it, then we can blame Netanyahu, get rid of him, and then that's it. Problem fixed. Blame it all on him.
It's not so complicated as you think.
He has a corruption lawsuits and whatever. When the war is done, he's
He
gonna
has
be
the
tried.
corruption, but still the coalition support him. He has the coalition with him.
Who can't move right now?
Very strong in Israel.
But let them do the dirty work. We make money. After we make the money, he leaves, so they cannot try him. That's what I'm saying. So we
They
blame
got an arrest warrant for Putin. He can't go anywhere.
Because we're not talking about Putin. After Netanyahu does it, we blame him, we make the money, and then he runs away and no one can try him. That's perfect. So blame it all on him.
Do I look like Rico now?
I'm sure that all
That guy cut
all
his
the
dick
fixed and repairing that he can
This
run
guy
away
cut
from
his
Israel.
dick off? Which guy cut his dick off? Rico or the guy in the
Honestly, I don't
picture?
care if he gets
That
away
guy-
with it or not, but like,
That guy in that picture cut his dick off.
He cut his dick off before he went to Haley's Comet.
Did you see what the UK said yesterday, Keir Starmer, with Trump on the podium when they were speaking? So, once again, it sounds easy to you, but as long as some of these prime ministers, presidents, whoever you want to call them, keep on with it might not be genuine, but he clearly stated that their position, the UK, is that they will help rebuild Gaza with the Palestinian people there. This is their official position.
Yeah, but these are
So once again,
these are the same people.
even if it's not genuine, they're saying it out in the public.
Yeah,
It's
but they
going to be
have-
hard for them to do it when the people will rise up against their own government, when they try it. It's just not even a good strategy.
Yeah, but I have no stake in England, so I don't care what happens there. But this is the same
But
people.
these are still the
who are-
allies of Ukraine, of Israel.
What does that mean? The only ally you need is the United States.
That's not true.
100%.
Because the United States needs Europe too.
But Europe ain't shit. We can buy Europe. California alone has a bigger GDP than all of the European faggots.
But the United States don't want this, so that's not going to matter.
All I'm
California no one's going to side with this.
Oh, it doesn't matter if they side with it. They can't even have a war. Europeans are way too old. What's their median age? Exactly.
Well, you said that, what?
Keir Starmer is the same faggot who made all the promises to Ukraine. Look at it now. It doesn't matter what Europeans say. It doesn't matter, not a single bit. So all I'm telling you is, are you guys talking Ukraine or are you talking Israel? Which one?
We're talking Israel, we're talking Ukraine, we're talking Russia, we're talking everything. The world is in shit.
For Israel, let Bibi Netanyahu give him the full force to finish what he started, okay? Let him massacre all of them. Then blame him for it. Not Israel, him. This way we make our money, he gets blamed, he runs away, and that's that. It doesn't matter what happens after that. But we cashed out. As for Ukraine, we already cashed out. That's why we don't need Zelensky no more. I told you, it's not personal. You guys take it way too personal.
Yeah, man, yeah.
So, what do you get out of all this if everything goes as planned?
Inshallah, I would like to have a share of the Mar-a-Lago.
I mean,
It'll have an 8% cap rate, Rabbi. It's good real estate.
I mean, it's not that nice to me. I don't like it.
Look at BlackRock. BlackRock literally, most of the construction contracts are BlackRock. So wars are amazing because then we can, like Ukraine. Who's gonna build Ukraine?
Goodbye, Rabbi.
All you have to do is buy the BlackRock stock, BLK.
Nah, BlackRock doesn't own Ukraine. They might own the weapons that they give.
Well, who do you think is gonna rebuild Ukraine?
What is a BlackRock?
Russia?
What is a BlackRock? Oh,
Russia
Gives you superpowers.
A big BlackRock.
I heard that.
Rabbi, thank you for not leaving the room. I'd love to talk to you.
I thought I had that guy blocked. Why is he up?
There you go.
Why did he leave?
Oh, we know who
Because I got-
kicked him out. We
He and
know
I
who
have
kicked
some
him out.
ideological differences.
I didn't care. I don't-
How are you gonna coexist? I think that Wednesday just came in and kicked him out.
No, he didn't get kicked out. He left.
I think so, because Wednesday came in and left. I'm gonna ask
You want to bet on it? Let's bet on
Rabbi.
it. Let's bet
I'm
on
gonna
it.
ask Rabbi what
Yeah, let's
happened.
bet on it.
But first, let's bet on it.
He has no money.
Don't bet on it, Danny.
I'm saying,
I don't have anything to bet on it.
what you gonna
I say maybe not
say?
for your son.
I bet that Abby will die a virgin.
I will
Time
take
to
care
get
of
the
your
money.
son, and I won't
Acting
do
all
drugs
fun.
on your son.
I just trying to get my money.
I
Yeah,
won't do drugs in front of your son, by the way.
Don't ever try
but
that
I
again.
don't.
What you said, bitch?
And I
Hey,
don't.
that shit was not lit. Go back to the bedroom and practice. Go back to your cave,
It's back to the ghetto you go.
Who said that?
Yo, who the fuck said that? Who the fuck said that?
Who talking?
No.
It's that C person.
That's right. That's right.
Oh, let me find out who talking, motherfucker.
What's the cat?
His name is a realist.
Don't make me fucking get the stick, nigga.
Get the what?
Don't make me get the fucking stick, nigga. I'm gonna get that fucking stick.
Shit.
Work your ass off.
Shit, nigga.
Choke the shit out
You
you.
wanna hear this, motherfucker? You wanna hear this,
Realist, he
dog?
wants your stick. Are you gonna call
You
him a
wanna hear
faggot?
this shit?
Nah, I don't do gay shit. Unlike you.
You don't like this fucking shit. Pop, 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 nigga.
A white boy,
Oh,
love
he's
I
gonna
don't
pop
talk,
that pussy.
nigga. I don't talk, nigga.
He's
I
gonna
don't
pop
talk.
that pussy on you.
I don't talk, nigga.
You know, white boy love gay shit.
Mm-hmm.
You know, y'all used to walk around with all those fucking wigs in your head. What they call this shit? George Washington.
Anyways,
Wear wigs and shit.
where's Eli?
Oh, he went offline.
Son of a bitch.
His name is Ellie.
Okay.
Eliyahu. No, he has a son. He has to take
Well,
care of.
yeah,
He's not like Danny.
Google that guy. He could
It's
have.
not like Diogenes.
Diogenes is taking care of his
Doesn't he
children.
have
Shut
like
the fuck up.
10 kids or something, and you're trying to be the next wife?
Yes, are you jealous?
Jealous?
Because your obese
They're
husband
jealous,
cannot make more than one
Damn,
child?
bitch. Damn, Diego, how many bitches you fucking on here? What you
I
fucking
don't know,
that
but I
crazy
saw his
bitch?
picture, and he wasn't my type at all. You know,
Damn, nigga, you were fucking that one crazy
Oh,
bitch.
your
You
husband?
fucked her.
I
he
don't
looks
blame you.
Amish. No, he looks
Yeah.
like Amish.
Nobody asked your opinion, bitch.
Here's the thing, guys. In all honesty, I didn't pass the qualifications to earn the hat, but there's still time.
I don't know how women work. If they see one girl fucking the guy, they want to see what it's.
Oh no, let's not start a trauma now. Let's talk about geopolitics. Let's talk about the reasons.
I don't think Diego is all
Amos,
that.
what do you think about it? Or
They
Danny?
had a good review.
Diego,
They
you-
just see other
About
women
Zelensky
fucking
and Trump?
you. So
Yeah, I saw clips of
What
it.
do you think about?
Cause you fucking
Oh my
all
God!
the
Please
hoes
don't
over
talk about your trauma,
I just-
woman.
I just saw 5 minutes. So
I ain't gonna lie, my nigga. You getting all the hoes, so I dap you up, bro. You getting all
They call me the plumber, Johnny.
Yeah, you
They are
getting
talking
all
about
the hoes,
Diogenes,
bro.
not about Diego.
I'm a
You're
dap
making
you
an
up.
alliance with the
No.
blacks, Diego? What is going on?
Oh, really? Can you come and fix my garbage disposal?
It is a garbage disposal, alright.
Is that what you call your ass?
No.
He calls it the dump truck.
That's right, man.
I feel like throwing up right now.
Hey, I'll be back, guys. Don't close this beautiful room. Amos, Daniel, you guys are saints. Just
I
keep
don't
this
know
up.
why they feel so.
I know.
So fucking nasty. Thinking about his ass. Ugh.
Ugh, you would love it.
Fuck, I wouldn't.
Okay, each one in the room.
Look at Rico sitting there jealous. He can't even keep his eyes open.
What is the solution from his eyes to see a little bit further next year, next 2 years, next 10 years?
Glasses?
What the fuck are we
I
talking?
think some glasses would help for the Is it foresight?
What the fuck are we talking?
What solution, Amos? You talking about Israel or Ukraine?
No, only Israel. I don't talk about the
Okay, sorry, I
Only
thought it was
Israel.
about Ukraine when I came.
Israel has
I think the solution is gonna be Gaza's gonna be Israel, West Bank gonna be annexed in the next coming 4 years. There are gonna be Palestinians located somewhere else. I think this will give you a little bit of more peace in Israel. What do you think?
I think that the Ukraine.
What are you saying?
You think next year Hamas will control in Gaza?
I don't think there will be ever like actual peace in Israel. I think that you will always have militia members trying to kill Israelis, given your past. in your struggle forever. But
Mein
I do
Kampf.
think you will expand this year.
So I don't know. I mean, after October 7, Israel's relationship with the Palestinians is now different because prior to October 7, the Palestinians did not represent an existential threat. They were a danger, but they were not an existential threat.
Riddle me this, Mike. Riddle me this.
Excuse me, can I just finish my goddamn thought?
I don't think so. In what fucking realm is Hamas posing an existential threat?
So fucking rude.
They're getting stronger, Diogenes.
Okay?
They are. Look at this. Who's feeding these motherfuckers?
He
said it rises. He said,
But I don't think
Hamas poses an existential threat to
Now
Israel.
that they're an existential threat,
No, it's not the Palestinians.
the repercussions are going to be much, much stronger.
That's what he said. He said
Israel is
Hamas.
going to be hitting back
No, he
much,
said
much
Palestinians,
harder
not Hamas.
to any kind of provocation.
Excuse
So
me.
the consequences and the
Israelis.
destruction is going to go way up. For if there's continuous
Are you
terror.
saying there's a difference, Daniel?
So it's not going to return to the status quo because the situation is not the same.
Well,
The
there's
situation is much more
Hamas is a code name
severe.
in a way. It's not just Hamas. You have also PRJ, and
Right.
even if you know a bit about Hamas, they've been controlling Gaza for
Fair
20
enough. Yeah,
years.
you're saying that's
Israel's
not.
going to operate much more
They also
preemptively
have
against these groups.
a radio station, a TV station, a website for children. I went into those things, okay, and I watched the shows, and I went to the website of children. What they teach children is very troubling. And
I mean,
you can see for yourself.
what are they supposed to teach them?
Anything but that. But one way or
What if-
another,
and
Israel's
whatever
going to
they teach
disrupt
them,
Supposed to
reality.
teach them Jewish lies, Diogenes, don't you know? Like our children get.
Oh, he's gone.
What?
Okay,
Okay, good is gone.
There's a good chance that you could leave the Palestinian children alone with an iPad and YouTube, and they would turn out significantly normal.
Yeah, you just need to have a specific content
they would be good boys,
and to kind
so to
of
speak.
what?
Good little boys, right?
But this situation where you have
But let's be
militant
honest, the
groups
struggle
building up
between the Arabs and the Jews are
capabilities
since the
right
children
next
of
to
Abraham.
Israel. And that's one of the main things that came up in this report was that you can't allow these groups to become really powerful right next door. So I think that Israel's going to be much more aggressive to preempt these groups.
Well, it's too late to
But they
preempt something
still,
that
they
already
still
exists
have
for
to
2
figure out
decades.
what they're actually going to do with Hamas in Gaza. I mean, it's a bigger problem than I think people are letting on. Basically, I don't think five divisions, 50,000 people, can actually defeat Hamas and permanently remove them from Gaza and replace them as a new governing, mechanism.
So what
and
you're
survive
saying
the
is you're
insurgency. I don't
smarter
think it's
than the
enough.
best Israeli generals.
That's all right.
Well, the funny thing is,
The best that Israel has to offer in their analysis is what they're doing. So your plan is better.
Estimates.
So they should call you, Mike.
Yes.
They can be wrong. And it also depends on what their goals are. I mean, we saw this in Iraq. It's one thing to win the battle. It's another thing to win the war. And in order to change the long-term reality about Gaza, somebody has to control it. Somebody has to withstand whatever insurgency the remnants of Hamas creates. So this is very complicated and difficult. And also, if Israel launches a major offensive on Hamas, they're just going to blend back in with the civilians, hide out in the civilians with the tents,
So let me ask this a different
separate
way.
out,
What's the Mike
and just
plan?
wait out until the offensive is over.
Okay, so what's the Mike plan?
Well,
You're in control. You have the entire IDF at your disposal.
Well, the thing
So what's the mic plan?
The smarter plan, in my opinion, is you need allies. If you're going to do a long-term occupation, it's not about firepower. It's about staying power and about being able to shape the reality not just next week, but 5 years from now, 10 years from now. So I don't think you can do it without allies. So Israel does not
You're
have
getting
allies.
Can't believe they kicked me.
Bro, he might be experimenting on y'all with them damn puzzles, y'all.
If you saw that, I will unblock it.
I will.
Bro, he might be experimenting on y'all minds and shit. You know what I mean?
I'm experimenting on
Jacob, how are you today?
And y'all don't even know it, bro.
Yeah, for the first day and a few days, I feel better. Thank
No,
you
I mean,
for
how do you feel about the your Zelensky, your clown, treated like a little bitch today by President Trump?
My clown. He's not my clown. He's.
You're the one supporting this.
Yeah, today Trump has proved.
I don't think you got the message. Apparently, we're not supporting him. You gotta read the room better.
He's anti-Semitic.
He treated him like a little bitch. That's what he's trying. That's what he did.
Yeah, he took a shit all over him.
Yeah.
He did treat him like a little bitch, though.
Treated him like a little bitch.
Man, long live Russia, man. Russia is amazing.
Slava Putin, Slava Putin.
Slava Putin.
Stupid clown. He got fucking $300 billion. He got audacity to say we're alone. Fucking idiot.
Yeah, that's what.
I would like to talk about something useful.
But in reality, J.D. Vance started this whole thing. He was being a bit.
That's not exactly, Robbie. Wait a minute, are you jealous?
J.D. Vance started.
Yeah, he did.
Wait a minute, are you jealous?
They didn't even do good cop, bad cop. They just like tag teamed.
No, bad cop, worse cop.
Exactly.
Who you are?
They both attacked him at the same time.
Literally.
I think one of them removed from the front.
Wait a minute, that Abby? Hey, Abby?
Fuck. Damn,
On
that's
the Ryan? Is that
fucking
gay one?
clown.
Hey, Ryan.
Clown fire
Hi,
pathetic.
Adam.
Yeah, you are the gay one?
Pathetic.
Yeah.
Isn't it?
Oh, shit.
Where's Bussy?
Bro, don't bring that fucking faggot in here, bro.
Yeah, the realist isn't a faggot for all of us.
Bro, I don't want to hear that guy. I really think that guy is fucking retarded. Like, he's really had mental issues.
Where's your tongue, Ryan?
Not this
Where's your
That's
tongue?
the only thing that comes out of your mouth.
Bro, where's your tongue?
That Boosie guy he's really retarded. Like, something wrong with him.
Can't trust these,
Adrian.
can't trust these fat
Like,
fucks.
why would you even like?
Fat
Annie.
fucks.
Annie the Christian.
Can't trust these fat fucks.
Ew.
That guy's funny.
Fucking demons. Demons.
Annie the Christian. He said ew because she's a Christian. That's funny.
I think I'm behind in the conversation.
guess he's Muslim, huh?
I don't know. Who?
Yo, dude, you stop people behind you, motherfucker.
Not anymore.
What's up, you big faggot?
She's over there eating. That's how you could tell you're fucking fat.
Me? I'm huge. I weigh 102 pounds.
Eating snacks and shit.
102. Woo!
No, he's asking about your weight, not your age.
That's right. Ian's a spinner.
Either way, I look pretty good in my head.
Ian's a spinner.
Thanks, Daddy. Good one.
Hey, not good.
Fucking pieces of shit.
Well, put your picture up.
Stand all the time.
It is up there.
Let me see. Hold on. What the fuck is that on your forehead?
It's Ash Wednesday. It was from Ash Wednesday.
Oh, I'm tripping. I went to Catholic school. I knew what that was.
When is that Wednesday?
Last year.
Y'all made the black woman leave. This was her room.
Oh, was this Jazzy's room?
But she modded the black man? That's racist.
I'm finna mod all you motherfuckers. I'm not buying the faggot. You just kick me. I'm not modding that Abby bitch. Hell no. That bitch.
What's wrong with Abby?
Never mind that bitch.
Oh my.
Excuse me.
What's not wrong with Abby? That's the real question.
You want me to start about you?
Oh, Abby, I don't think you ever stop about me.
Uh-oh.
That's true.
There you go.
Is that my
Everybody's hoping.
Wishing and hoping. Diego, I'm a fan of yours, okay?
Thank you, darling.
And you put the hoe in hoping.
You're so funny.
I know.
Hoping and praying and wishing.
Yeah, I love that song. What, miss?
Oh, hard to piss.
Oh. Where are you dressed?
I must put my pants on. I'm gonna go back.
No, you're coming with me, you bitch.
No, I'm gonna go back. Wow, man.
So they can call each other bitches and we can't. Okay.
Yeah, just like you can call each other nigger and we can.
Oh, is that
No,
right?
you can't. You can't. You're right. You can't.
Okay, so we're gonna
Well, actually, we can. Just, we just prefer not to start a conflict.
Yes, you are such a loser.
I'm gonna come back tomorrow.
Yeah, I'm sure of it.
It sounds like she's talking to a black woman, right?
Yeah, I went out. I thought.
First of all, it's not really that far.
How long did it take you to
She
get
black. 25 minutes.
Oh, that's not bad.
Yeah, that's a nigga.
He's like,
Oh, yeah. 25 minutes isn't bad. Well, be careful, okay?
he's awesome. He's worried
Ooh, she cares about a black woman. Yeah.
our business.
Yeah,
So I told him no.
okay.
And I just basically told him, like, we're chilling. And I also just,
Probably just a token nigga.
Yeah,
everybody has problems.
yeah.
Like, it's not a big deal.
He's talking to a black woman.
He's saying,
I
that,
don't even.
that mom. We fucking go through it.
Yeah,
I'll fuck him, but I wouldn't marry him.
So that just don't.
I promise you this, I will. I promise.
That's fine.
I promise. But yeah, just,
Are you getting in trouble for what we say to you?
yeah, always.
I'm gonna come back tomorrow.
Yeah, no, just like, yeah, know that you can call me.
Please don't.
I hope you're giving that black woman some money. Whitey.
It's real. We don't have sleepovers. I'm gonna.
Eat that white pussy.
You don't have.
Ew.
Really? Oh, that's not
Yeah, you're right. Ew, it's old.
Get in line, Johnny. She owes me a date first.
Okay.
Johnny, you don't want that, bro.
Yeah, it's too old.
I'll tell you last time.
Yeah, it's too old for me. I don't.
Oh, hi. Oh, hello? conversation.
You knew you weren't on mute.
They don't know.
Why are you trying to play like you didn't know?
Older me. Okay. They're a bunch of faggots in here.
Fuck out here, bitch. I ain't no faggot.
I know, they're stupid.
I think it's 2 in here, maybe 1. I don't know.
No, because Ryan's not really a faggot.
Shit.
So, okay, no, Ape, he's a faggot. So we got 1. Just 1.
Hey, he's my balloon.
There you go. But you have Lou modded on me. Oh my god.
They can mod whoever they want. It's not my
It's
fault.
the end of the world as we know it.
Yeah, that's a real white song. It only works good in movies.
All right, bitches, I'll see y'all in a bit.
Wait, what?
I don't think we want to see you, but okay.
Why'd he leave?
Well, he's gay.
And I'm getting packed up today.
Me? Why?
You will? I thought you were packed up.
What world are you living in?
I said I was getting packed up.
This guy's trying to say I got packed up today. Did that happen?
I'm trying to take some kind of beat. Not a bad day.
Exactly.
You know what? I'm gonna put you in a fucking gas station.
I don't drive. Oh, you don't? Oh, you don't drive? Oh.
I don't think she's a Jew.
Okay, I'm driving.
It doesn't matter. I'm gonna make an exception.
I feel like we can go with it. He probably makes me feel better. I packed Ann up today. I'm like, okay.
Are you speaking English right now?
Okay, great. See you soon.
I know.
Apparently they're having a whole conversation about it.
Your ass is
Okay, great.
unmuted.
See you soon.
Don't tell
Okay, great. See you soon. I'm not your chauffeur, bitch.
Do you want to pass him up for me?
She knows she's unmuted.
I don't know.
Yeah, she knows.
Jesus Christ. This is
No,
the
I
cringiest feminine behavior. It's so
You don't
cringe.
know that. Go ahead. But you don't know that.
Insecurity is palpable
Price is right.
and it is cringe. Levels of instantly possible.
That's right.
February's already over, guys. Holy shit.
Say, Abby. Who's this motherfucker? That motherfucker. What a motherfucker. That's all he does. He's a motherfucker. Alright, let's...
Well,
So it is Democratic or Republican?
Get your fake accent out of here.
It is not just Democratic or Republican. Sometimes it is a combination of the two. It is a democratic republic. What, you kick him? Why you kick him?
Because you kicked my dog.
you kicked my dog. Why did you kick my dog? How can she slap me? Stop laughing.
I started it. You kicked my dog.
Hey, Diego.
Yeah.
What's this I hear about you eating Nutella out of her ass?
What do you want to hear? What details do you want?
Did you do it or didn't you do it?
Is this another one of Abby's stories? Hey, Abby, I appreciate having my name in your mouth all day long.
I don't know if you ever heard this one, but when you talk about people, you give them energy. And
no, Diego, no, not like this, Diego. No, don't get butthurt.
I'm it's all good.
Are you drunk?
I've been having a few.
Oh my God, you're fucking drunk. Are you all right?
I'm good.
All right.
Sergeant, can you check your message?
What's that?
Check your message.
Hold on.
It wasn't Nutella, by the way. It was Date Lady.
Yeah,
Rabbi was the Nutella.
Yeah, that was Rabbi. Yeah.
Niggas gossip like girls now, huh?
Diego, why are you drinking?
Oh, I went to a meeting with a Japanese guy, and he gave me sake, and I don't know how much alcohol is in there.
David is telling people he's Japanese?
Oh, what's up, David?
I would believe it. Why can't I find the bottle I'm looking for? Oh, hey, who are you, Lou, did you like that song?
No, he didn't. He said it was stupid.
Honey bear, oh honey bear.
No, that song was gay, bro.
What are you doing in your underwear?
He thought it was stupid.
Getting dressed for a new day.
That was the gay shit I heard.
My song, that motherfucker room.
Vroom, vroom, vroom. That's right. That was a banger, Johnny.
I know, I forgot the hook, though. If I knew the hook,
Where the fuck is this file? I thought you'd like that, by the way, Lou. I curated that. I specifically picked it for you to try and cheer you up.
No, I wasn't a fan of it.
Well,
I didn't get it. I didn't understand the song.
Song is a recognition. Sometimes things are going to happen in our day that we don't like. It's not going to go our way, but we got to look on the bright side. We got to know that the sun is always shining, and I'll see it when the rain is done. There's sunshine in my heart. It's always there.
White people.
Jeez, I've never heard this motherfucker sing.
Damn. I might have had a few myself. I said.
White people.
It must be boring to be a black person, to constantly reject everything interesting and creative, to never feel comfortable expressing yourself.
Bro, we express ourselves very well. Shit.
Violence is not the sum total of human expression.
No, we're the greatest entertainers ever, bro. Come on.
You're dancing slaves. I mean, you're literally you're performers. You're performers.
No, you're performers of oral sex.
Hell yeah.
Fucking faggots.
Thank you very much.
Y'all invented gay. Y'all was in those bathhouses in Rome, sucking each other dicks. You forgot about that?
Allegedly.
Who is sucking who's dick?
Of course you want to know, man.
Ian's getting excited.
Does Joe need something to watch?
Oh my gosh. You're so stupid.
That's not nice. Where's David? Somebody ping David in here.
You don't have to answer.
He's on a date.
That's your prerogative.
I knew it was Diego and David.
Yeah.
Wait, Abby, who was it, that guy that stole your bike? What?
A Moroccan.
A Moroccan, okay, yeah. No, and I thought it was, okay, a Moroccan, I have to remember that, because someone came in with and I thought it was that kind of guy that would steal a bike, and I go, you steal bikes?
You can't say, you can say nigger, and it's a free country.
A sand nigger, in this case.
Isn't she a fan nigger?
I am. Well, no.
No, you're not.
Bro, who minded her, bro? Hell no, don't mind her.
Who did that?
The one and only. Not a fake faggot like Lou.
The white monster.
No, why would I mind you?
because you're a faggot. I understand you won't.
Oh, okay. See you soon.
So that means I'm not you. That means I'm not a faggot.
She agrees with me.
I know.
One thing Anne is right about is
No,
at
she
least that.
agrees with anything.
Kanye West stages a solo
think she's
protest in
fucking-
support of Ukraine wearing a
Will, you're
Hakenkreuz.
just jealous of me. It's weird.
Hakenkreuz.
Hakenkreuz.
doing that.
Hey, you know I gotta tell you, Ann? I gotta tell you,
Yeah.
when all the bad blood is put to the side, you know, I do appreciate the singing we used to do together. I thought we could all come together as a clubhouse a cappella group. I thought we were gonna fill the clubhouse with love and light and wholesomeness. And then I found out we're all just a bunch of degenerate fucks.
We're all liars.
Speak for yourself.
Okay, you know that song 99 Love Balloons?
Yeah.
Okay, you know the lyrics to that? So my daughter, I had signed her up for dance, and that's one of her songs that she's dancing to. And I was like, okay, well, hopefully her teacher definitely knows, like, out of all songs.
I'm finna go listen to my rap music.
I did not realize.
It's not funny. Don't do it.
Wait, I have a whole point to circle back on it. So remember when they tried to say the red balloon and they thought it was like China spying on us? They talk about that, the red balloons and that song, 99 Love Balloons. That was from like that 80s, 83.
You guys know I'm recording you, right? You guys all know you're being recorded?
I know.
And take the microphone out of your mouth.
Oh, no,
It's
it's on my
Eat
car.
it.
Sorry,
Back.
it's on my, no, it's on my car speaker. Sorry.
Is it Lou? Is it Lou?
No, it was on my car speaker.
What? About what? Somebody broadcasting a lot of background noise.
No, it's on my car.
Take a bike next.
I have to pick up my daughter.
So what is Lebanon's position? Oh, Prince! Let's go, Prince! Let's go!
Ladies and gentlemen.
Prognosticator number one, the star extraordinaire, His Majesty, Short King, Prince!
Diego. Diogenes.
Do you remember, Prince, when we were just going to those rooms and just doing the fire thing and taking over?
Yeah, good times. What happened to us, guys?
Gentlemen.
Diego happened.
Diego happened. Yep, Diego's here. Diego has arrived.
Yeah,
It is his
why
time
are you
to take the stage.
lying? Why are you lying? You don't have me blocked, you fucking faggot.
Own the moment.
What? Are you that scared of me?
Own your moment.
Ooh. Man, what a waste of damn time.
Diego, not you.
Oh. Own your moment, Diego.
He's a faggot.
Let the alcohol flow through you.
Wait, why
Mixed, where's Mixed? Bring Mixed in here so he can have legal counsel.
Oh my God, not a Jewish lawyer.
Oh, that's just a lot.
Well, the Captain lawyer's out there, Prince. What kind? You know a non-Jewish lawyer?
Which Muslim lawyer gonna help Noura?
Listen. I've been, you know what? When you see the Jews, just ask them how do they feel about the disrespect.
Nikki,
All right, before we get all heated up, Prince, before we all get all heated up, how have you been? How have you been? How have you been?
Good, you?
I'm good, thank you. I'm good health. Got through some hardships, but it's gonna be a beautiful summer, beautiful spring.
Oh, too early for that.
Oh, what are you talking about too early? The sun is shining, the days are getting longer, I'm waking up, there's the sun. It's gonna be all right.
And he got a deep port cleaning.
Here comes the sun.
Can somebody bring Nikki up? I have a question. I have a pressing question.
Oh man, here we go.
Nikki, how do you feel about the mistreatment of a Jewish leader in the Oval Office? Hi, Nikki.
What?
How do you feel about the
Oh, he's
mistreatment
talking
of a
about
Jewish
Hail Zelensky.
I need to say that. So you brought me up for, seriously?
Who's taller, Zelensky or Prince?
Huh?
Who's taller? Zelensky or Abby?
How
Oh wow, Digest, why you do me like that?
What do you mean?
No, but you're a girl. Like, you're supposed to be.
Yeah,
cute.
you're a girl.
Who's
He's a
taller,
fucking-
me or Ann?
You're cute.
can tell that.
But I think you're taller than me.
I'm a little taller than you.
Diogenes, don't get us into the women talk, brother.
All right, I'm sorry. I didn't mean to do that. I just think Zelensky's very short.
What kind of what?
What lip gloss do you use?
Lip gloss?
Yeah, don't start a.
I don't use lip gloss.
That
I'm
show,
joking.
that was a shit show, guys. That was embarrassing. I felt.
How do you get your nails done?
Yeah,
set
what
up,
lip gloss
Prince.
do you use, Prince?
He got set up, Prince. He got set up. Like, poor guy was literally fucking set up.
Diogenes, the problem I'm having with this is not that, okay, the U.S. saying, okay, I don't want to support this war anymore. That's fine. The problem I'm having with this is that the United States put that poor country in the middle of the fucking war. If it weren't for the U.S., that country wouldn't be at war. And then they bring him and they shred him into
And they humiliate him, right?
Yeah.
Isn't it the most despicable condemnation of the public, the entire American public, that they would allow this to happen, and then they would get behind it, and they would have the temerity to cheer for it as if it's some kind of win for us. We are responsible for the death of 500,000 to 600,000 of the best Ukrainian men. Because we told them repeatedly in Congress, well, if you want to include that in the conversation, yeah, but apropos the war in Ukraine, we're absolutely responsible for that. We, collectively, and for the head of state to just completely pivot and act like, oh, well, we didn't support this. We didn't encourage this.
No,
we don't have any
he did
responsibility for this.
something terrible. He did something. He said, you made a deal with stupid Biden.
Yeah.
The problem here is Donald Trump. This is not a fucking company, dude. It's a country. He was elected, and you were elected.
Yes, and if you're not prosecuting, and again, the only appropriate response for the head of state in the United States would have been to say, "Look, we shouldn't have done this. We are sorry. We can't do this anymore." And we're gonna.
Zelensky is a faggot. If I were
obviously, and he's responsible as well. Prince, I love your take here.
If I were Zelensky, and because of my Arab pride, well, he's a Jew. He doesn't have any pride. If I was in that fucking office, I would.
They have pride. They don't have shame. They have pride. They don't have shame.
I would have told him, listen, motherfucker. It's your establishment. I don't care what president's sitting in that chair. It's your establishment to push my country into NATO, who antagonized Russia by these actions. You wanted this.
And throw it in their face. Throw it in their fucking face. You said your fucking Secretary of State. You said your fucking Secretary of State to our fucking country, and you said you fucking stood with us. Where are the fucking boots on the ground? Don't say you fucking stand with Ukraine. Suck my fucking cock. That's what he should have done. He should have fucking realized, like, hey, I'm not going to fucking play your games and be jerked around. I have nothing to lose. Y'all are going to fucking take me out back and shoot me when you're done anyways. Fuck you.
Exactly.
Where are the fucking troops? We need motherfucking bodies. You upset that we're conscripting motherfuckers? You haven't sent a single goddamn soldier to support us, yet you want to take all the credit for protecting the free fucking world. Get the fuck out of here. Yeah, we signed an agreement with fucking Biden. We would have signed an agreement with any administration that promised to help defend us. Yeah. He was ambushed. They literally set him up and ambushed him. They led him to believe, before they got him in front of the camera, that everything was good. He was going to sign the deal. Everything was going to be okay. He probably was led to believe that when he signed the deal, because you heard Trump say several times that we were going to be over there and we were going to be digging. He specifically said we. So they were probably leading Zelensky behind the scenes to believe that the United States would put troops there. At the same time, the UK was assuming a bellicose stance and saying they need to remilitarize and start spending an increased percentage of their GDP on armaments, and that they needed to consider sending troops to Ukraine. They literally led this fucking guy. You know what my wife said when she heard about this? She said, well, this is what happens when you fuck with the big boys. And I was like, yeah, Zelensky's a fucking moron. And he fucking is responsible for 500,000 to 600,000 dead Ukrainians because he sold his people out for a fucking paycheck. It's just such a despicable set of circumstances. I'm mad about this. I'm glad you have the right take, Prince. Refreshing. You get it. Zelensky betrayed the fact that he's not a legitimate head of state, that he's not his own man, by allowing himself to be browbeaten like that, when the obvious answer is, what the fuck are you talking about? Like hey, Trump, what the fuck are you talking about? What the fuck are you talking about? You don't stand with Ukraine. You haven't stood with Ukraine. Don't act like this is some fucking kind of, special deal. We don't have the fucking money you sent us because you fucking sent it back to your military-industrial complex. We're going and we're doing the dying. You want to play peacemaker while we're fighting for our fucking existential existence? You have to turn on somebody like that. He's fucking trying to embarrass you and humiliate you for something he set you up to do. What a debacle. And the right loves it. The right loves it. The right's like, yeah, now we're going to be able to sleep at night, and we're going to act like we're not responsible for what's happening in Ukraine. The good or the bad. We're not responsible for anything anymore. Unfucking believable.
If Prince was in that office, he could reuse the same outfits.
It's such a gay take.
They call it gay, but they don't call it a lie.
Nigga, you drunk.
Yeah.
How does the Churchill quote go? Yes, but tomorrow I'll be sober. And you met him.
Wow, David really fucking conditioned you.
That was a Churchill quote?
No, he means David Boveda, not Churchill.
You don't have to respond.
How's your Bitcoin, Rico?
How's Bitcoin Cash, bro? $1,800 high, and I think we're at 280 now?
Diego, who are you kissing?
David Bovedia's ass.
One of my wives.
Yeah, because the other one is in jail.
Women get turned on by the idea of polygamy.
That was a good one. I'm not fun.
So are you a Bitcoin Cash maximalist now, Diego?
He always been. He always like Bitcoin Cash, and that's why you kicked him out from your...
No, what?
I remember back in the days when he came in, it's like, but Bitcoin Cash, and you were like, fuck you, and you kicked him out of your rooms.
I wasn't kicking him because he liked Bitcoin Cash. I was kicking him because he's fucking... he was either trolling or he's insincere and doesn't understand the technological differences that maybe he does now. I don't know. Maybe he's done his research. I didn't think it was sincere. That's why I'd kick him. Not because I like Bitcoin Cash. I think Bitcoin Cash is a better iteration of a decentralized peer-to-peer medium of exchange. I think it's one of the best ones on the market right now. Now, there's obviously serious glaring flaws, but I wasn't kicking him because he liked Bitcoin Cash. I like Bitcoin Cash. I was kicking him because I think he's insincere. I don't think he did his homework. I think he was just saying it to troll me. Like, oh, you're a Bitcoin Cash guy. Like, no, I mean, how can you not be a Bitcoin Cash guy? Like, it has
Thomas, like you do your word. Weren't you pro Bitcoin Cash?
He was never pro Bitcoin Cash. Abby, you have to have convictions in the first place to be pro anything.
Maybe it's the way he explained, but I remember he was Bitcoin Cash.
Tomas was Bitcoin Cash.
Tomas argued.
Hello, Rico. Can you talk?
Oh, what's going on?
Oh my God. Are you okay? Stay here for a second.
Get back together. Could you please get back together?
Were you pro? Were you pro?
No way that can happen.
At some point, hello.
He definitely was, I remember.
Lou, would you win a fight with Thomas for Kate's?
No. I can tell you that. Kate prefers Rico. So there you go, Rico. You won.
That's fine.
She's in the Matrix. God has chosen.
Oh, but she has a boyfriend.
What she needs is a man friend.
To pick one, she would pick Rico over you.
Oh God, no.
Yeah, she would.
How could this happen to me?
Yo, where's the teddy bear song when I need it, Diogenes?
Honey bear, honey bear, honey bear. What are you doing in your underwear?
Underwear.
Oh, now you like it?
For a new day. But now he understands it. Now he understands the emotions that are supposed to be associated with it.
Well, anyway, Rico, you were pro Bitcoin Cash, right?
I'm pro expanding the block size to avoid using a layer 2.
not just using layer 2, like you have to admit several other fundamental flaws in Bitcoin, and they are relevant to Bitcoin Cash as well. It is an immature technology, and again, I said this to you, Thomas. We spoke about this. I said, I don't hold Bitcoin Cash. I don't hold Bitcoin, and I don't believe in any of the projects. But if you want Bitcoin, you want peer-to-peer decentralized, you have to go with Bitcoin Cash. It's still got a lot of problems. But you know what's going to happen every single time is that.
No, we fundamentally agree. There's just like an equilibrium at block size where like you can maintain decentralization and also like
you cannot. The social attacks, so look, you see what it was well understood, unfortunately, that the only possible way for a peer-to-peer decentralized medium of exchange to would have been for the majority of the public to obtain and spend Bitcoin or Bitcoin Cash, or cryptocurrency independently of centralized exchanges. Because there's no, this is all wash trading. This is all horse shit. Like look at the price right now of Bitcoin. You know what I think's happening with the price of Bitcoin? I think massive whales are accumulating almost all of the Bitcoin.
That's right.
And they are completely in control of the price, all of the price action, and they move the price at will.
I think there's a non-zero chance of that. Yeah.
Thomas, I don't like that I like you. You know that? Are you aware of that? Yeah.
On the other hand, why has Bitcoin Cash not been worth $1,800 since 2018?
So again, something is not worth anything if you don't think it's worth anything. It's only worth what you believe it's worth. What you're saying, why are exchanges not valuing it at $1,800?
Why aren't users valuing it at $1,800?
Because users don't fucking care about crypto. The majority of the public doesn't care about crypto. They only care about being rich, getting rich. They're speculative. Most of the people who hold Bitcoin are only holding it because they think, I'm going to get rich. This is going to make me rich. And they argue, I have ideological and principled reasons for holding Bitcoin. It's going to change the world. And what they really mean is it's going to change my world. I believe I'm going to get so rich. Look at that fucking number. And they're just like the boomers who continue to invest in the stock market, and they continue to make irrational decisions that are depriving all of the future generations in this country of having any chance at liberty or prosperity because they're seeing those numbers on their 401k go up, 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 up. So Bitcoin Cash, Bitcoin, isn't going to be adopted for use unless it can offer something that other currencies can't. And I don't think that any cryptocurrency is going to be able to offer something that other currencies can't or won't. And if they do, the federal government's just going to step in. So it's irrelevant. They're going to get their taxes. Like the whole reason, I think one of the biggest group to support cryptocurrency was arguably the people who wanted to avoid paying taxes. Because it's a very straightforward idea, right? If I have to pay taxes on dollar-denominated assets, fine. But if all my assets are denominated in some other value, fuck you. What are you going to do, right? Well, it doesn't work that way. And one of the huge defeats that the Bitcoin maximalists don't like to accept is that the government said we're going to tax your crypto gains. And where was the revolt? Where was the pushback? There was none. And so now the government has a reason. They have an excuse that has been held up legally in the courts to investigate you for tax fraud if you don't pay, if you don't report your crypto holdings and your crypto appreciation. Get real here.
Those motherfuckers.
Absolutely.
So you think it was the Bitcoiners that let Bitcoin down?
It was It was the greed that let Bitcoin down. It was a social attack. And the attack with the vector was greed.
Did they let it down when it hit 100K, or did they let it down?
They let it down when I think it was like at 15,000. There were several jumps well before it ever hit 20, 30,000 where people made these decisions where they let greed dictate what they were doing. There was a period where adoption stopped because the miners had such a stranglehold on it because they were making handsome little revenues.
Yeah.
producing made-to-order discrete mining equipment, and the Chinese like accumulated like 2/3 of the market and started pooling their resources. I mean, it was like there's clearly no decentralization left in cryptocurrency. The only way you could do it is to have an actually anonymized medium, and I think that the reality is you really have to ask yourself, why am I investing in crypto in the first place? And again, I don't invest in stock market because I believe it's all fraudulent. I think it's speculation. I think it's greed. It entices you to think and act in a manner that's not consistent with the consistent and uniform enforcement of the law.
Or God's rules.
Definitely not God's rules. That's, yeah, right out of the gate. So you don't, well, I guess you don't hold Bitcoin. Thomas, you hold Bitcoin?
Yeah, no, I don't hold Bitcoin. That's all I talk about, but I don't.
Sure. That means
I
yes.
heard you talk about Bitcoin.
That
I was going to say, I haven't heard you talk about Bitcoin. I mean, maybe you're...
No, he does own it. He's just being sassy, and it's just like because Randy gave him shit for lying about holding stocks, so he's still in that trauma, I guess.
Well, I guess everybody's
It's okay,
getting
Rico. You can admit to it.
We're all getting sassy. Here comes the sun, right? Here comes the new year. The Ides of March should be very interesting this year.
That's a great
You said it last year.
I did, and you know what? I'm not Nostradamus. And you know what? And that, you know what? I agree, and that's a shame. And we've got a new president. We've got an alcoholic, a former alcoholic Secretary of Defense. We've got Howard fucking Lutnick of Cantor Fitzgerald. I think we're going to have some fireworks this year. We have the Atlanta Fed reporting, revising their quarter one expectations from a 2.3 revenue increase to a 1.3 decrease, which would be recessionary. I mean, I think there's going to be
Wait,
some...
did you say this? Did you say this all outside your recording, or are you still recording? Cause shit, I might record now.
What did you like to
Yeah, when are you not recording? Come on.
I am not like Nora, my dear. I don't have gigabytes of your voice.
That's because Edmund keeps it for you, Abby, but I think his point stands.
Exactly. Edmund is literally my Mossad brother.
What a gentleman.
I don't need to. Yeah, exactly. He's a gentleman. He gained a lot of my respect.
Are you afraid to fly, Diego? Seeing how people are getting Pacific airplanes?
I'm on the no-fly list. Don't you know?
I'm jealous. How did you do that?
Well, start a scam.
Is he really on the? Are you really on the no-fly list?
No, of course not. He recently in New York, and then he goes to San Diego.
Maybe he drives.
Diego, I'm not only recording you on Clubhouse, I'm recording you off.
He has to pay him.
I'm joking. I'm trying to get you paranoid.
She's not joking.
No, I am joking. I don't give a shit about your life. You do you. But I do think you should stick up for Nora, even though I don't like her.
Why don't you stick up for Nora?
Wow, that's...
Because she hates me.
What are you talking about?
Do it. She'll start liking you once you do it.
No, I've been there. I've been there. She loves to fucking stab me in my back. What she'll do to you one day, and you'll be like, Abby, you were right.
No.
This is how I was right about her age. Mm-hmm.
What's her age?
I was right about her age.
No, you weren't.
Yeah, I were.
You were totally off.
How am I totally off?
You said she was 40 plus.
No, you said she was younger than me.
Well, the jury's still out on how old you are.
You did say that.
I'm 31.
She sent me a birth certificate. I can verify it. No, I saw her birth certificate.
Yeah, we met actually. You don't know. You're always coming at me, but
Yeah? I was coming in.
yes.
Diogenes finally?
Yeah.
Okay. So you beat me and Nora.
Why do you think we've been
No,
fighting?
we didn't.
Hey, but
Yes.
Hi, fresh haircut.
Hi, thank you.
Is that Ryan?
Yeah, send me a picture, Ryan.
I will. You're like, oh, you're rough looking. I still have a beard and
I wish you
everything.
weren't gay, Ryan. I wish you weren't gay. It would have been better.
Well, you will have competition.
Because if you were not gay, then we can appreciate you as not being, a confused degenerate.
Well, yesterday he admitted that he had a crush on Tea Time, which is a Jewish woman of like 50, 55.
Start slow. Start with a cougar. Start slow. Absolutely.
I know, right?
Work your way down. Just make sure you stop at a certain point, or you will end up in jail.
Ah, nice, Ryan.
Become Muslim. Oh, that's right. You got to make sure the conversion happens before. Then you'll be released.
Ryan, I think Tea Time will fall in love with you.
Who?
She saw you.
Tea Time.
Yeah, you were admitting that you had a crush on her yesterday.
Yeah, I do.
Oh. See?
Okay, who
You're getting there.
Who got a female first? Ryan T. Boswell or Bussy?
Bussy already had a woman.
But I mean, I'm saying a long term,
Bussy can get any bitch if he wants to.
I'm saying yes, I want to. If he wants to, yeah. Thank you, Ryan.
Let's see.
Yeah, you're not talking for somebody who's drinking. Come on, man. Spill the beans.
He's scared.
I'm trying to start my car here.
Oh, you're not gonna drive while drunk.
Uh-oh. I gotta go, guys.
Okay, bye.
Oh, Blake is
I ran somebody over.
Big fuck.
All right. Give me calls.
What did he say? Duty calls?
Duty called. He just hit the shit.
Oh, hell no.
Yeah.
You kind of look like Epa.
Me? No, I don't.
But like you're...
Because I'm normally not as small. That's small. Little puppy right now.
Are you happy with your haircut?
Not really, but my face looks a lot better than it did with the other. I would sit on my face right now.
You have very pretty eyes.
I'm about to eat dinner and take my brother and nephews to a, what's it called?
What is it? Drop the Obama off at the White House. Obama's.
Oh, wait.
What's up, Cook?
Oh, fuck.
What's up?
I just applied for a job in the White House.
Is it really?
Yep.
They're not doing DEI anymore.
I know.
Well,
They're not doing background checks either, so it should be easy for me to get in.
oh, they're not doing background checks.
They're not doing anything. DEI, background checks.
Hell yeah, I'm gonna do it. Go.
Yeah, there's a chance for
My
all of
connection
us.
with Ali Alexander.
Get down! What the fuck?
They're not
doing DEI anymore. Oh man, I'm willing to earn my keep.
Where'd everybody go?
Read his body language that he knew he had just walked into an ambush, and he knew exactly what they had in store for him. This thing about talking about suits and the word, someone, I don't know, said about the word cotillion. Like, what are we talking about? This guy goes back home and he's trying to lead a country that's been invaded by an aggressor that wants its natural resources. It wants control of that gas pipeline, and it wants control of the minerals. And if you actually think that a country that's led by a former KGB agent is going to act in America's best interest somewhere 5 or 10 years in the future, I have no idea what you're smoking, but it must be really, really good. And lastly, people keep talking about deficits, and I'll go to the grave screaming this. You want to talk about deficits, but no one wants to pay taxes. You want to talk about deficits in America, where again, 8 states are carrying the rest of this fucking country because they have no economy. That's what's going to spiral us to the bottom. It is not foreign wars. It's not all this other stuff. You know, Gary, at one point after the Iraq invasion, Halliburton was making $5 billion a month in revenue. Follow the money. Since the invasion of Ukraine, defense industry has made about $68 billion. Follow the money. That's all I have to say.
Thank you, Daryl. Would you always...
I would like to make one correction. My point about cotillion, Daryl, was that regardless of what we like, regardless of what we want, people make assumptions about us when they see how we dress. And one of the things people may assume about showing up in sweatpants looking like you're about to go have beers with your buddies is that you don't have enough respect for the negotiation.
Yeah, but he wasn't wearing sweatpants, Marshall.
He was not wearing a suit, which is my point.
Yeah, okay.
You, like,
I agree. I understand your point. And you and others have made it several times. I understand that point.
That's not my point. My point is President Trump and the other people might be more hostile because of how you look. That is something that I don't like, don't want, but it is the way the world works.
You don't think that they didn't anticipate he would be dressed that way, Marshall?
I think maybe they anticipated that, just like with the junior senator from Pennsylvania, but it doesn't mean that's the way you should show up, and it doesn't mean that when you get looked at like that people aren't going to think maybe you don't care as much about the thing you say you do as you actually do, because otherwise you would have bothered to show up prepared.
I don't think anybody believes that Zelensky doesn't care about what he is showing up to discuss, because he's fighting for the very mortality of his country, and we all know that. If you want to argue that it was improper for him to dress in the manner in which he did, I think I would agree with you. But to argue that that's the reason,
that's all I'm saying.
It was a contributing, that's all I'm saying. If you want to argue, as you just did, that was a contributing factor to what we saw in the Oval Office, I can't.
No. What I meant by that was not it was a contributing factor, but that people can make decisions about you because of the way you look. But what you just said, that it was a miss. That's what I meant. I didn't mean anything more.
Okay, and I would ask that heretofore we don't discuss the garb of Mr. Zelensky. And also, I don't mean to be rude, But at 5 minutes to 6, we don't invite folks onto the stage any longer. I don't know why the stage keeps growing, and I'm happy to accommodate everybody, but I just want to point out I have to catch a train to work, and I may have to cut it short and not allow everybody to speak because of that. There's a overwhelming desire to opine on this, and I'm happy that we have this kind of a response. I will take it right up to the last second. I promise you that.
Hey, Gary, I'm ready if I can go.
Okay, go ahead, Scott.
Yeah, and I didn't let up at the stage. I don't know what happened, but I have a couple thoughts. I will not comment on Mr. Zelensky's dress. But a couple things. I think first off, just to frame things, like when Trump talks about making peace here, he talks like he's breaking up a bar fight, not like he's dealing with a home invasion, right? He makes sort of moral equivalence between the part. Like this is just some sort of dispute, right? It's not that one country was an aggressor unilaterally, right? I mean, his allergy to that is just fascinating. I mean, you could attribute it to the fact that he's in Putin's pocket, but I think it's something different. I actually think it's because he thinks of himself like a mob boss, and this is how mob bosses are, right? They are often shitty to people and authoritarian to people that are in their actually under their authority, right? In their cadre, right? I mean, think of that great scene in Untouchables when De Niro beats the guy with the baseball bat, right? But they often show deference to who they see as other mob bosses, right? So I think that Trump sees Putin as, hey, he's another boss, and this is his part of the neighborhood, and I give deference, just like Xi is another boss. So I think I think he looks at foreign policy very differently, not the sort of classic way most presidents in both parties sort of looked at it with a moral lens. He looks at it with kind of a mafioso thug lens. And so I think he does have a sort of respect for Putin as a fellow kind of mob boss. But I think the other thing, I mean, he reminds me of a great historic British Prime Minister, Neville Chamberlain. I mean, just appeasement. Appease an authoritarian dictator who's got designs on Europe. We saw how well that worked in the 30s. Just give Czechoslovakia and people will calm down. So I think this is, no, I'm not saying, I hear Marshall and Anson and my friends who are saying we have limited resources. I completely agree, and that's a super complex issue, how we move forward. But the inability to morally take a moral stand on this, and this is, I mean, the argument comes up, well, he's got to make a deal, he's got to make a deal. He doesn't seem worried about alienating people making deals. He didn't seem worried about alienating Zelensky. I mean, I think it's that he there's something about Putin he respects and wants to be deferential to, which is just, quite frankly, not becoming. So I don't know. And I think for people that say Trump is the ultimate deal maker, today was not. I mean, he looked like an emotional, fragile adolescent. I mean, this is the guy that's got measure and is a deal maker and has the presence to do this sort of thing. I mean, he just is. I don't know, Gary. I think this was it's a classic display of who Trump is. And what we saw today was who Trump really is, and this is who everybody voted for. So thank you.
I will point out that Zelensky is attempting damage control. He went on Fox just a few moments ago and said that he respects President Trump. I think, I don't know whether that is the apology that people are looking for from him. And I didn't obviously hear it because I only saw the lower third, as we call it in the business, where it appeared on the screen that that's what he was saying on Fox, because we're busy talking and I'm moderating here. But apparently he's trying to do some damage control, and we'll see. I mean, look, Marco Rubio, who's now the Secretary of State, was once referred to as Little Marco. So who knows how things might change in the relationship between Zelensky and Trump. Maybe there's a path to repairing, but perhaps not. We'll go as quickly as possible from this point. Meryl?
Thank you. I'm not going to get into the parts about China and the pretty heady stuff because I think that some of the people here are headier and smarter than Trump is. With regard to Vance being there and Vance even speaking, why wasn't our Secretary of State? He was not speaking. Our head of national security was not speaking. They, just in the last few days, had talked about Russia, and you can't do horrible things. They said horrible, horrible things about Russia. And while our president does not say anything unkind about Russia, and with regard to diplomacy, with regard to bringing him to the White House and all of that, and him doing something, arguing his case in the media, how many weeks now have we heard our President Trump to our media say that Zelensky's a loser? Zelensky started the invasion, and when he had to back that up or back down from that, he said, well, he could have prevented it. If he knew what he was doing, he could have prevented it. I could have prevented it. Go on and on and on. And I do believe also, yes, it was a setup. And I believe we don't know what was said to Zelensky beforehand. We don't know. We knew that it was possibly a framework that they were working on. We don't know everything, and we don't know how he was treated. We just know that he brought out like a king holding reign, that he has to sit there. And you also have to take into consideration, like I said, you guys want to talk about China. You want to talk about the national debt. You want to talk about things that Trump doesn't talk about. Trump talked about, if you listen carefully to what he said, he talked about how Russia what they had to go through with him because of Biden and Hunter Biden. And he relived all of the things about Hunter Biden and Biden. And none of you have thought for a moment, not one moment, and I'm not criticizing you, I'm trying to point something out to you. He hates Zelensky. Go back to the phone call that led to Donald Trump's impeachment. And it was the phone call with Zelensky where he would not give him the information that he wanted regarding Joe Biden and his son. And that phone call led to his impeachment. And if you don't think he hates Zelensky for that, like I said, I think you're giving him far much more credit and thinking that there's something very intelligent and deep thinking about what Trump is doing. I do believe that he revealed himself very much today, and I believe that Zelensky revealed himself as someone who's fighting for his country. And you have to think about that. You have to think about Trump keeps saying to him, well, look at, you can't even get, or Vance says, you can't even get soldiers. Russia couldn't. They had to get forget it. Russia was having the exact
Yes, Russia had to import soldiers from North Korea.
And prior to that, they were taking teenagers who had no training
and they emptied out the prisons. And they emptied out the prisons. You're right about that. Mm-hmm.
So when he points that out, as being something, that has to just dig right into Zelensky. He's fighting for his country. Our country, quite frankly, has been fighting for Russia. We have listened to him. He wasn't even invited to the White House first. He wasn't invited to any negotiations. The negotiations were between Trump and Zelensky, Trump and Putin. We learned that he'd been taking calls from Putin for several weeks. This was all about him with Putin. And what Zelensky's brought in because the press keeps hammering, why isn't he there? Why aren't you negotiating with him? That is, as far as I'm concerned, this was not about anything other than our country now doesn't have any allies. We don't like our allies. We don't like our allies.
Carol, that's not true, and you know it's not true. We of course have allies. No, it's not. We have allies all over the world, and to make the declarative statement that we don't is not a truthful statement.
May I please finish? May I please? He has degraded our allies for 2 weeks now. He keeps more than that about Europe. He has degraded them while he talks about how we should go get Canada, take Canada, take over Canada, get Greenland, and expand our latitudes or whatever. And this kind of thing really burns me. If you're going to praise, if you're going to cozy up with North Korea, you're going to cozy up with Russia, and constantly put down Europe. Don't tell me this is someone who respects our allies.
What I'm going to tell you is that he decides that our allies in Asia are far more important than our allies in Europe. And the problem that we have in the world is Europe does not want to be less important than it was for 200 or 500 years. And so America and Europe are now doing this dance where we're trying to figure out just how important Europe will be in future negotiations. And while I agree with you, Meryl, while I agree with you that we don't want to degrade our European allies, I will say some of the stuff that is said is a reflection that Europe is not as important as it was 50 years ago. I would rather have him say it differently, but that's the
Marshall,
For purposes of diplomacy.
Hold on, Frank. I interrupted, so we have to go in order. Sorry.
Oh, okay. No, it's okay. Meet me up, please, because I put my phone in my pocket.
Yeah, I got it, dude.
Go ahead, Marshall, or whoever the next speaker is.
No, I'm okay. We can move on.
Mickey. Okay, we'll go to hi, there you are. Okay, hold on, David G. Go ahead, Mickey.
Hi, I don't have much to say. That I'm just really I'm totally embarrassed at the way Zelensky was invited over here, and he was just coated. Oh my God, they just tore into him. I think it's kind of fair.
People yourself.
Pardon?
I was talking to myself. Sorry.
Okay. Yeah, and so I was embarrassed to be an American today, to see the behavior that Vance and Trump exhibited. I know that it's a difficult time and all, but that was just a shame. That's just a crying shame that we at the White House, a free country, behaved the way that we did today. I've not seen a lot of. I've never seen countries who come together to solve issues and so forth carry on that way. I just was mortified at that behavior. And granted that, Zelensky's not all innocent. I think he's trying to do the best for his country. And granted also as well, Putin did come over and invade him and wants certain things. So he was trying to defend his country. And someone said that he said he's doing this alone and that he's not alone. No, he's not alone as far as support, but I think he meant they fought alone because there were no troops, no boots on the ground from any other countries. So I think that's what he meant when he says that. So, but he knows he wasn't alone because, goodness, he had the backup of the support of several European nations as well as the U.S., of course. Tons of relief there. So I just think presidents and leaders, world leaders, should conduct themselves in a more diplomatic manner, especially if they're allies. I mean, we're allies with Ukraine, and I don't think we should behave that way. I just think it was just a crying shame. I just could cry at the way the U.S. behaved and exhibited themselves today. So I think that's all I want to say.
And to pile on to what you just said, Mickey, and I apologize for doing this, I guess, but I I just feel compelled to say that Zelensky was kicked out of the White House. The president said he can come back when he's ready for peace. So I don't know. I think that was the biggest indignity that we saw. And,
oh my God, I'm mortified.
Yeah,
mortified.
you're right. By the way, folks, thank you, Vicky. By the way, folks, the air raid sirens are going on in Kyiv right now. And also folks that are trying to get onto the stage, it ain't going to happen. Sorry. As of 5 to 6 New York time, we no longer invite people on the stage. I'm going to try to get through everybody before we run out of time and I get a ticket trying to rush to the train. David.
Thanks, Gary. Very important room, given the events of today in our nation's capital. Yeah, I think many in the room agree that Zelensky was coming hat in hand. The fact that he had to relitigate his arguments to this administration, knowing full well what's gone on. And, you know, we as Americans, we've seen this war broadcast and documented. Pieces like 60 Minutes, heart-wrenching pieces about how these people are out there fighting on the front lines. Men as high as in their 50s being conscripted to leave their families, to do battle against this monstrosity of a country, to hold on to their dignity and their sovereignty. It harkens back to the history that we study with regard to our Minutemen and our gentlemen farmers taking up muskets against the largest military in the world, which was the Great British Empire.
Like fucking they didn't have muskets?
That had those people not been successful, what kind of nation will we have today, or have gone forward with?
It would have been the same shit.
So it's
just
from
different
that lens
rulers.
that